Hey everybody, it's Saturday. Last night at the bar was really awesome. There was lots of good people. There was really great music. My buddy Ralph, the DJ, who is taking over Friday nights, is doing an awesome job. Thanks Ralph for the great tunes. Speaking of the great tunes, because there was such great music, I was out on the dance floor a whole bunch, and I was doing my thing, cutting my rug. And a little bit later on, a friend of mine came up to me and he was telling me about how some of his friends were kind of making fun of the way I danced, which I thought was kind of funny because people have been kind of making fun of the way I dance for years. And I ended up telling this guy the story of how I learned to dance. He thought it was hilarious and told me that I had to tell the rest of the world on YouTube. So, thanks to Dan. Okay, so first I kind of have to set the scene a little. I went to a private Baptist Christian school up and through grade 9. At the end of grade 9, my parents decided to move me into a public high school for a variety of reasons. So relatively quickly after I got into grade 10, the first school dance was coming up, and a bunch of my new friends invited me to go with them. My problem was that having come from the relatively strict Christian background, there were no dances. Dancing led to touching, which led to kissing, which leads to sex, and that's all bad, so they just avoided the whole thing by having no dances. So I had no idea how to dance, and I was a little bit nervous going into this. And so I decided that if I was going to go to this dance, I needed to somehow, some way learn how to dance. I wasn't going to go and take like dancing lessons or anything like that because I knew that that's not how people danced. And since I didn't know how people dance, I just looked for whatever I perceived as being popular at the time. Now everyone here in Canada will know about this, but some of you in the States might not know about it. We used to have, or maybe still have, I don't really watch TV anymore, so it might still be on, but we at least used to have this show called Electric Circus. Basically, it was a whole lot of very heavy electronic dance music and a whole bunch of people just dancing to it. I'm sure there was more to it. I think they showed like music videos, or they interviewed people, or there was people that talked about music stuff. I can't remember exactly, but primarily there was electronic music and people dancing. I decided to watch this show religiously for like a month so that I could watch and learn how to dance. Yeah, so for a month, about 2 or 3 times a week, there was a whole lot of me at home doing this.
Dreaming of you, I'm loving you more than words can say.
Yeah. Well, hey, I didn't know better. What else was a guy to do? I was completely uneducated. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and so that was the solution I came up with. Anyway, so the night of the dance rolls around, and I was pretty nervous. We get in there, and the music starts playing. I kind of waited until there was like more people on the dance floor, and I start, busting a move. In my mind, I kind of envisioned something like this was going on. But really, I don't remember. What I do remember, however, is learning very, very quickly that in the 90s, when I was going to school, that was very much not how guys danced. At my high school anyway, all the cool guys seemed to mostly stay on the sides of the dance floor and did a whole lot of this. And wow, did I ever get teased? Man, people made fun of me for all through high school because of the way that I danced. People stopped me in the hall and imitated me. There was stuff written about me on walls, but whatever, that's high school. And to anyone who's still in high school, when people are making fun of you, don't worry about it. Don't let yourself stress out. There's so much more important in life, and when you get out of high school, you realize that everything in high school doesn't matter. And so when I found out last night that people were kind of making fun of me for the way I dance, it didn't really surprise me. In fact, it brought kind of a smile to my face, because there is one thing that I learned very quickly in high school when I was out on the dance floor doing this, and all the other guys in my school were on the sides doing this. I looked around and I realized the dance floor is where the girls are. Girls really like to dance. And they really like guys who dance. So when a guy goes out on the dance floor, the girls are more than willing to dance with them. So guys, you can make fun of me for how I dance all you like. In the meantime, I'll be on the dance floor with all the girls.
Dreaming of you, I'm loving you more than words can say. Feeling for you, together with you, I'm riding away.
I'm making the video and it's not working out the way I want to. Because I didn't plan it, and I should have planned it, but I didn't.